Welcome to another video from Dr. Lock. I wanted to show you something a little bit different this time, but I'm showing you all my automotive tools this week, so I thought I'd show you my Toughbook. Now, a lot of people think computers, I have to get this model, that model, you know, the best and the greatest, but I found this product and I'm pretty happy with it. I'm really happy with it actually. It's a Panasonic Toughbook CF19, and it's an older one, to be honest with you. I paid $200 for this. And there it is there. So there's the keypad. It's got the touchable mouse, two buttons on the front. The screen right here, you can rotate that. You push that release, rotates around. Look at that. Now you can just use it as a tablet. You also have the pen, which is built in here on the side. See this? Just pops out. Don't know why you've gone all dark there. Hang on a second. See if I can bring the lighting up for you. Yeah, that's a little bit better, maybe a bit too much. So you bring out the pen on the side, you've got a keyboard which you can remove on the side, and you've got everything you want as a tablet. So you slide that pen in. Also, it has two little buttons on here too, so you could like just point it around and just click that button, and that actually does work. Don't know how exactly it works, but it does work. It's got speaker function in there too, which is pretty cool. I'm just going to release this release that screen back. Okay, some of the other functions of it. It's got a 3G modem built in. 3G modem, so it takes actually a SIM card on the side here. Where is it? I think it's down here. So SD card, other external cards, wireless on and off. LAN connection on the side, phone connection, another little port, USB port, power port on the back, and then here's the reasons I really bought it. It's got the RJ, I forget now, it's the 9-pin one. It's the 9-pin one which all the programmers take, COM port. I've gone blank. Anyway, it's the one you want for programming, using EEPROM programmers, using old school programmers and things along those lines. That's the one you want. Sometimes using the USB conversion can play up, and there's a lot more driver hassles and things. So by having that, it's really cool. It's got the old VGA standard screen one there as well. It's got another USB. Then it comes over to microphone. Ah, there it is. There it is there, that's my SIM card there. So that can have internet access straight off. Also does have Wi-Fi as well built in. And then I've got my microphone spots on the side. They use these as kind of military type computers, and some of the benefits of that is you can pull out and swap your batteries nice and easy. There's your battery. A lot of other laptops you can't kind of do that. And then you've got your hard drive there. I'm not going to pull it out because it's running, and I'll swap that out for a solid state, an investment of maybe $100. Now, it's not the most powerful computer in the world, it's definitely not powerful, but for what I use it for and for the car applications and all the rest, the ruggedness of it, the price of it, everything about it. There's you know, there it is there, Intel Core 2, shows you how old it is. Came with Windows 7 installed, and basically that's, you know, that's all it is. Now, if I was to lose this computer here, I wouldn't really worry, because at $200 I bought two of them. They come with a handle strap on the back. You can also get it with a cradle. I've got the cradle to match in the car, so basically I can just slap it on the cradle. It charges up, and it gives me extra USB ports. It has everything. On and off button is on that side, sorry. You just slide that across, on and off. Screen brightness, keyboard, and locking, and a few other things. But it's as solid as anything. I mean, that weighs a good, you know, 4 to 5 kilo. But the reason I went for this is because one, it's cheap. 2, it's all you need. 3, it has the right COM port. 4, it has Wi-Fi and the 3G SIM card already ready to go. So they were benefits for me. And the price of it, also you could buy accessories for them cheap, and the mounting cradle, the dock, was cheap. So all of these things put together, I thought, well, it's not a bad unit. And what I do now is every 6 months I pull the hard drive out, I put it on a cloning device, I clone the complete hard drive, then I put the other one back in the spare PC, and it's ready to go, because you never know when you're going to get one that's corrupted. Something happens, or you lose your PC, and then you're left with all your programs that you're not going to be able to get into. So the whole idea of this was to be able to, I'll just open it up if I can. The whole idea was to be able to have it, there we go, I didn't even need the password. Yep. The whole idea was to have, and I'll put you back on the screen actually, so I can show you some of the programs. And it wants some power. Hasn't been charged. Is that? Shouldn't be. Oh, there we go. And I'm just going to darken the screen because I'm going to take you through and show you some of the funky programs I really don't want to have to reinstall or reuse. So everybody's got their own favourite little programs, or they get used to what's what, and that's where the time is. If you lose your computer and you have to redo them all, that's annoying. Now take note, with certain programs you're going to have to redo them anyway. Instacode is one. It doesn't work on the clone, so it recognises that it recognises that it's basically a clone. And the other one that doesn't work is Excel as well. But for a lot of these other Chinese type programs, let's say there's the Chinese program, the Fly one, that's not going to work because I don't have the machine. But the EWS one, TeamViewer, CarProg, ZBull, all these little ones that you spend all this time going through, sometimes your master keying programs, stuff like that. It's so much easier just to have a complete clone, a complete whole new PC ready to go, interchangeable parts, interchangeable cradle, interchangeable everything. So that's why I went for this particular cheap model. There you go, back into a tablet, and that's not too big too. Here's my hand there. See how big that is? So that's why I went for this particular model. I could have gone for a more expensive model. They range from about $2,000 upwards in price. This one honestly was $200, and it's one of the best computers I've had. Although it's small, I don't store anything on it. I don't really surf the web. I don't really do much on it except for car programming, looking up codes, things like that. Programming. If I wanted to program any type of device, this would be the device I go with. I've even got some vinyl cutting programs in there as well, and you know, all these little programs, they add up, and if you have to reboot them and redo them all, they can be a real pain in the bum. So by having a clone machine, a cheap clone machine, a rugged one at that, with all the ports on it that you really want, that's the thing, I can't just get that port without using a USB on another one. And yeah, it's everything I need in a computer. They even sell these laptops all kitted out with particular programs online. So if you like want a BMW dealer software programming one, they'll sell you the software for a certain price, and then they'll say you have to buy the computer because it's all set up with the computer. So that's kind of how cheap they are. But for what they are, yeah, rock solid. They use them in police officers' cars, ex-military, all sorts of applications like that. Now they're coming down in price, $200, absolute bargain. It's one of the better things that I've invested on as far as investments and tools. So that's the laptop I use. I recommend you guys get one if you're looking to for a laptop. I recommend starting off on this. If you like it, upgrade to the $2,000-$3,000 one. I like this one because if it falls off a ladder, I don't really care at $200. My mobile phone, if it fell off a ladder, is going to cost me $1,000. So this is $200. So what a bargain. Anyway, thanks for watching.